Hey there, church family. This is Pastor David, and I just wanted to give you a quick update about the changes that are going to be happening to our regular Sunday morning worship gatherings beginning this Sunday, December 6th. In 1 Corinthians chapter 9, Paul says, "For though I am free from all men, I have made myself a servant to all that I might win the more. So I have become all things to all men that I might by all means save some." And with all the various COVID restrictions and various things that are happening and people making their own choices to self-quarantine or not, and people still want to be able to come and be able to worship, and they want to gather and hear the truth preached from God's Word in person. And so with that thought in mind, we wanted to do the best that we could to accommodate all of the various things that people might be feeling during this time. So with that, this coming Sunday, December 6th, we are going to begin having 2 different worship gatherings on Sunday mornings. The first one at 9 o'clock is going to be a mask suggested and distancing suggested service, meaning that we think that the pandemic is a real thing, and we think that we should make steps to try to mitigate being able to spread this extremely contagious and potentially deadly virus around. Then the second service that we are going to have at 11:30 is a mask and distancing required service. So that means that unless you have a mask on and unless you are willing to sit distance from anyone else outside of your household, we encourage you to come to that first service. But with that being said also, since we are still in that purple tier here in Placer County, we are still having a maximum capacity of 25%, or that basically means we can have 40 people in the church at a time. And so if you are willing and able to make yourself a servant to others, because we might have some guests come at that 9 o'clock time, so maybe you'd say, I'll be willing to come at the 11:30 time. I will be willing to serve others and potentially have other gospel opportunities, and I'll wear a mask, even though it may not be the most comfortable thing. We would really love that and encourage you to do that. Come to that 11:30 service if possible. And then also, if you arrive at either service, 9 o'clock or 11:30, I'm asking you, church family, if we have a guest that shows up and we have already reached our capacity, would you be willing to be a servant to them and relinquish your seat so that way they can hear the truth of God's Word? You can watch online. You can come to the later service. We can talk about it in my office. Well, I can re-preach the message to you if you want. But are you willing to be a servant to someone else in these ways? So 9 o'clock, mask and distancing suggested. 11:30 is going to be mask and distancing required. We're going to have our small group time wedged right in the middle there at 10:15. So we encourage you to come. We want you to be a part. But please continue to reach out to others and be the church outside of our regular church gathering times, because church is so much more than just Sunday mornings. Hope to see you here at 9 o'clock or 11:30 beginning this coming Sunday, December 6th. God bless.